We 6 friends went to Goa for a concert many years ago. The band playing was our friends, so they had their music album launch. The lead guitarist of the band, named Colin, was closer to us than the other band members. But we never discussed our personal lives because we were all musicians, and we only talked about music and professional stuff. Colin, in his 40s, was a bank manager who played guitar in a band and also freelanced for weddings and nightclubs. We all reached Goa, and one of Colin's friends picked us up from a railway station. Then he dropped us all at Colin's place. His house was on the main road, but it looked like a rundown bungalow. The house had 2 floors, ground and first. All the windows were closed, and it hadn't been painted for years, so the white house had turned grey. But we didn't imagine anything scary when we entered. However, I felt a negative feeling when entering the house. It felt lazy, dark and sleepy inside. I noticed a framed black and white picture on the shelf. In that picture, I saw a lady and a small baby. I was curious to know who they might be. At first, I thought it might be Colin's wife and son, cause it seemed like he was already married and there was a problem. Maybe he was divorced or the wife and child had died. But I never got the courage to ask him any personal questions. And also, he lived alone in that house. That evening was their album launch concert, and we all got ready for it. But I won't stay on the ground, rising up through the chaos I'm found. It was an amazing evening, and we had lots of fun at the concert. After the concert, we went out for dinner and then went home and slept. The next day was Sunday, so Colin was at home. People knew us there, so they called us for lunch and dinner. So we spent the whole day out. Then came the last day for us, which was Monday. We decided to roam Goa by ourselves because Colin said he wouldn't be able to take a leave and might be late when he reached home, as he had to play live music in a club. Our train to Mangalore was at night, so one of his friends would drop us at the railway station. Colin gave me his house key, and we went to Panjim. There, we met other local friends from Goa who took us everywhere in North Goa. We all said goodbye to everyone and returned around 8 p.m. because we had a 1 a.m. train to catch to Mangalore. We all went back to Colin's house, and again I felt the negative energy but didn't mention it to anyone. We all started talking, cracking jokes and making fun, but we all heard knocking sounds in the house from far away, and we ignored it and never discussed. The knocking sound continued from 8 to 10 p.m. We were supposed to take a quick shower and pack our bags, but we didn't know who would come to pick us up. I will start making calls to whichever number Colin had given, and in the living hall, there will be too much noise. So I will go a bit inside, and there will be a room door, and I will lean against that door. And when I am talking, someone bangs the same room door very heavily, and I get a shock. My whole body becomes numb. Immediately, I will go out and show my friends through my actions that somebody just knocked on the room door. We all know that nobody lives in that house except for Colin. Looking at me and my scared eyes, and also hearing the sound, everyone will get scared. Suddenly, we will start discussing the knocking sound, which has been happening since we entered. But this will be the loudest, closest sound we have heard. We will all be freaked out, and nobody will have the guts to go and open that room door just for clarification. We even end up saying prayers, and we all make a decision to open the door. And finally, we open it. And there will be no one there. That'll make us even more crazy, and we didn't know what to do. I immediately called Colin and asked him to come back home as soon as possible, as he will be close by. And after he comes back home, we tell him what we all just went through and narrate the whole episode to him. Then he just starts taking it casually, but he is visibly nervous, and it looked like he already knew something about this, and I felt like he was hiding something. We just changed our clothes and didn't take a bath, and after coming out, I told myself that this is the first and last time I'm coming to his house. I won't be coming back again. And all my friends decide the same. And this question has remained in our lives. We don't have any answers, and even we have lost touch with Colin and that band. And now I realize that I can sense positive and negative energy when I meet people or go to new places. This had happened many years back, and I didn't know about those feelings. Even though that experience was frightening and mysterious, it taught me something important: to trust my instincts and be aware of the energy around me. Not everything scary comes to harm us. Some experiences simply guide us to become more conscious, stronger, and wiser. Today, I carry that awareness with me, and it helps me choose better places, better people, and better paths in life. Sometimes, the unknown doesn't come to scare us. It comes to protect us.